The Mexican-American War, 1846 to 1848, was a pivotal conflict that reshaped the map of North America and set the stage for the United States' rise as a continental power. The war stemmed from territorial disputes and competing visions of manifest destiny, the belief that the U.S. was destined to expand its territory across the continent. Ultimately, the war resulted in significant territorial gains for the United States and lasting repercussions for both nations. Causes of the war. The roots of the conflict lay in disputes over Texas. After Texas gained independence from Mexico in 1836, tensions simmered as the U.S. annexed Texas in 1845. Mexico, which never recognized Texas's independence, viewed this annexation as an act of aggression. Additionally, the U.S. and Mexico disagreed on the southern boundary of Texas. The U.S. claimed the Rio Grande as the border, while Mexico argued it was the Nueces River. The broader context of the war was the U.S.'s hunger for westward expansion. Many Americans saw Mexico's northern territories, including present-day California, Arizona, and New Mexico, as ripe for annexation. This expansionist agenda fueled hostilities and ultimately led to military conflict. The course of the war. In April 1846, after a skirmish between Mexican and U.S. forces near the Rio Grande, President James K. Polk declared that Mexico had shed American blood on American soil. Congress promptly declared war. The U.S. launched a three-pronged offensive, attacking from Texas, New Mexico, and California. By 1847, U.S. forces, led by General Zachary Taylor and General Winfield Scott, captured key cities, including Monterrey, Veracruz, and Mexico City. The Mexican army, though resilient, struggled against the better-equipped and better-funded U.S. forces. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. The war officially ended with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, signed on February 2, 1848. Under the treaty, Mexico ceded nearly half its territory to the U.S., including California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and parts of Colorado, Wyoming, and New Mexico. In return, the U.S. paid Mexico $15 million and assumed $3.25 million in Mexican debts owed to American citizens. Impacts of the war. The Mexican-American War had profound consequences. For the U.S., it solidified the nation's territorial expansion and fulfilled much of the manifest destiny vision. However, it also intensified debates over slavery, as Americans argued over whether new territories should permit slavery, a debate that would contribute to the Civil War. For Mexico, the war was a devastating blow. Losing nearly half, its territory weakened the nation economically and politically. The war also left a deep scar in Mexican-American relations, shaping perceptions of the U.S. as an aggressive power. The Mexican-American War was a defining moment in U.S. and Mexican history. It cemented the United States' status as a continental power while exposing the moral, political, and social challenges of expansion. For Mexico, the war underscored the challenges of defending its sovereignty and navigating its relationship with a powerful northern neighbor. The legacy of the war continues to resonate in the cultural and historical memory of both nations.